Yes, absolutely. You have read the title right. Yes, I told you so. And I know a lot of people are going to come and say, your crypto ZX, what are you talking about, this and that? Oh, we're definitely going to get into it a little bit more into detail as to what I'm really referring to. Shout out to you guys, though. Of course, the regular viewers on my channel. Appreciate you guys as always. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I cannot thank you guys enough for all your amazing amount of support that you guys show me on a day-to-day basis. But looking across the board, we're actually seeing a substantial red day for the market, guys, today specifically. There's a lot of tensions going on. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, but we are seeing, as far as the broader market, we're seeing a pullback for the entire market right now. XRP's price, $2.08, down 5.2%, and also down 2.3% in Bitcoin comparative, holding much better than the broader market. I will still say that, because it is true. Look across the board. Multiple assets down 10%, 8 to 9%, XRP down about 5%. So of course, in that perspective, you can really see that we are holding better than the broader market. But before we get into any further though, let's get one thing clear. Just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So $677 million worth of longs liquidated in the past 24 hours. As said, don't get carried away. Cautious, and this is coming from Zoom. But I do personally think there are some external factors that are pretty much playing this. Literally, there's some other external factors that are playing this role, which of course is causing the broader market to pull down. Look at this. World largest spot Bitcoin ETF, IBIT, recorded $430 million in outflows on Friday, ending its longest inflow streak to date. And this is from last week, of course. But look at this. Elon Musk is dropping some big bombshells. And of course, he's not an economist, but this is what he says. The Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of the year. Very big statements coming out from Elon Musk. So what's really going on here? What's really going on here? Does he know something that we don't? Is he just rage baiting? Let me know in the comments what you personally think. But this is a big statement that's coming out. And this honestly has, I think, also had a little bit of an impact on the crypto market and the traditional market, the tensions that, we're hearing between the two. But look at this. Tesla shares drops 15.6% just today alone. Worst day since September 2020. So there's so much going on right now. We're talking about one of the largest companies, and it's seeing a record 15.6%. And we haven't seen these levels for Tesla pretty much since 2020. So is this really a time to be paying attention to, or is this really the cause of a little bit of disagreement and kind of breakup between the two happening, which of course is Donald Trump and Elon Musk? Do let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, but I do believe this is having an impact on the broader market. But speaking about XRP and Ripple, you can see the approved change request on the official ISO 20022 website enables technical support for Ripple's interledger protocol through the PACE 0.008 message type, which is part of the ISO 20022 standard for payment, clearing, and settlement. This development further strengthens RippleNet's alignment with ISO 20022, as RippleNet is built specifically around the use of PACS 0.008 messages to facilitate cross-border interoperability and real-time payments. In simple terms, Ripple and XRP can now connect directly to the global system banks already use, opening to the door, the wide set possible adoption for instant cross-border payments. And on top of that, official markup of Clarity Act is on books, which is you can see this for yourself. This is on the United States House Committee of Financial Services website. So very interesting stuff here. But, as you guys can tell at the beginning of the video, I said, I told you so. So what I'm really referring to is what Bitcoin has been able to do. So you are looking at dominance, picking up to 64.53%. Obviously, quite a sharp move towards the upside. On top of that, if you're looking at BTC here, Bitcoin actually dropped below 103,000 support line. And you can make this up, guys. We retested $100,000 support line that I was speaking to you guys about. Literally last night, paused my video, or even the day before, I've been talking about how we got rejected above the $106,800 key resistance. That's a level that, I want to turn into support. That will give me more confirmation that, the price could start retesting 110,000 plus. But of course, that wasn't the case. And I said, the door is open. pretty much the door is open for us to drop down to 100K. And that's exactly where the price went down to, $100,000. $300 price point, and that tells you I'm not making these targets up from nowhere. These are significant levels to be watching. But of course, like I said, the tensions that we're hearing, of course, some of these statements coming out from Elon Musk about how we could enter a recession in the second half of the year, is causing some tension, with the broader market as well. Is this going to be short-lived? We'll see. We'll see how this happens because, again, these external factors are not in our control. But if you're looking at XRP's price, it retested the 38.2 fib zone support line. And kind of goes back to what Zoom said a few days back, how he's targeting $2 before we start heading towards the upside. And you can see this for yourself. We got retested by that same support line once again, and we got bounced from there. As to be expected, this is a key support line. But if this does not hold, that $2 support line could be in play, possibly even us falling down to the $1.91, because that is, let's believe it or not, the next major support. It's very, very important to see where Bitcoin closes today. But let's say if Bitcoin does not close, back above, I would say $103,000, I personally think, we do have more downside and could potentially even see Bitcoin falling below 100K. So we're going to keep you guys covered. This is part of the game. This can happen. These are things that are out of our control. Let me know down below what you guys think. What are you guys doing right now? We'll see you later in Crypto ZX and peace out.